What's good, YouTube? I thought it would be a little while before I had back-to-back day market watches again, but there's a lot going on and a few things that I just thought of that I wanted to address in this one, and it's going pretty crazy. So let's refresh here to make sure none have been listed, because this has been going around. Yep, $35 lowest Cosmic Cyclone, and tons of people listing behind it. Really insane, but I believe it's much cheaper on eBay. Lowest 20, but that's still up a lot. And that $19.99 has disappeared. Yeah, $20 lowest and quickly rising. So, what's going on with Cosmic Cyclone? A lot of people are saying that it's very good against Zodiac Barrage, not having to pitch an extra with Twin Twisters, getting the Banish, and it's just, in general, been a good card up till now. It's good against Metal Foe, good against Paleozoics. You know, you get to chain to the Paleo, they don't get to bring back the trap, and you permanently remove something from the Paleo deck as well. Disruption with a plus. $20 is about where I would have thought it would hold its line, but it is spiking much further. I know a ton of vendors have been waiting and waiting, so it's very surprising because there should be a very high quantity. I think we'll see it settle back down to 20 and maybe stay there. It's definitely very deserving of a $20 price tag. I don't know about more. Maybe it could be 25, but yeah, a lot of people do have a lot of these that I personally know and have been waiting for this moment. So I would expect the quantity to quell the market, but maybe not. It's just a card that people have been waiting to be good and relevant, and not even quite yet proving itself, but we'll see how it does. Sage with the Eyes of Blue. We're gonna refresh everything as we go because the market's so volatile. Yeah. So either that person sold or removed their listing to higher. Wow, the people holding the hype line are real with Sage. Getting second at ARG this weekend, as well as Billy playing it in his feature match. A lot of people being inspired to play it again. And the Eidolons are on the verge. But we see eBay has a much different... Oh, well, that's gone too. I've literally loaded all these tabs in the last 30 minutes. This market is insane. But yeah, still holding that $26 price point, but we're seeing a clear buyout on TCG and a clear actual amount of sales on Sage. People sniping, people wanting to just have it ready. So, pretty insane, but there's quite a few quantities holding the line. This guy's sold that many. 3 available only, though. So, yeah, should be pretty interesting to see. There's actually not that many quantities holding the line from it being that high on eBay as well. So, we could see a huge spike in Sage, but I think 25 is a pretty good price tag of the maximum for an ultra rare where there's, you know, 4 ultras per box. But Shiv has just been surprising us over and over, shining victories. So it's not the biggest surprise, but it's really interesting for a deck that, you know, I guess the movie's out. A lot of people want to play Blue Eyes. There's a lot to go with this card. Ultra Flying Sea, only 1 on TCG Player. Now many more sellers holding the line, as it's been posted in a lot of forums that, whoa, this card's up. A lot of people don't like this because Zodiac Barrage can just pop it for you, I believe, is what I've been told. And also a lot of the decks playing the Kaiju engine, they're going to be able to slumber out of it, and you're going to usually have to Flying Sea the Terratop, and if you're playing Terratop, you could even side deck options like the tuners that you play with the Speedroids in order to synchro with this and maybe play a synchro that would be useful with it. So it's kind of a little surprising that this card is rising so fast. I'd heard it wasn't seeing a lot of play in the OCG, but apparently lately maybe it has been topping a lot in the OCG, as I've been told by another. I haven't seen the actual results, so those are all rumors to me. We see a Spanish new listing at 5 here, and the buyout was real on eBay too. We have one person having one at $7. A seller, world's largest consignment center. I don't know what that means for eBay, but we see basically the buyout on Ultra C happened, and should be interesting to see where it falls back. But I don't know, guys. I'm not buying it. I don't like the idea of it. I think we'll kind of see it played some, but I think it's a lot like Phantom Knight's format, where we'll kind of See, God, I need to stop saying that. But, okay, it's not a pun anymore, guys. We're going to see the better players play around it a lot more. We're going to kind of be able to see that the better players are going to know where it could be coming and be able to prevent it from being catastrophic to them. Let's actually look up Zodiac Barrage real quick. Zodiac Barrage here. I'd like to see if... I want to make sure that information given to me. You can target one face-up card you control, destroy it. Yeah! So your Zodiac Barrage can just take care of this thing too if you have it. And a lot of the Zodiac decks will be playing Zodiac Barrage. So you can literally just exchange it. I don't think it's very good against Zodiacs, guys. That's my personal opinion, and a lot of people are going to just summon it, give them a free card, and they're going to continue their combo even further on you for that Flying Sea you've handed them. Yeah. Interesting interactions. My Body as a Shield, let's show you TCG first, is actually the lower price. So a lot of people saw Market Watch / finally got their listings up and are selling it at about that $15 price point. Yeah, 15, I could see it resting here. There's actually some way cooler interactions that I thought of personally that I haven't seen anywhere else. This card stops Crystal Wing. The other interesting interactions that I saw throughout my other Market Watch, it stops Ghost Ogre, very important. It can stop Drancia when it's hitting your monsters, very important. But stopping Crystal Wing, I had not heard that one anywhere else, and the Wind Witch one will still get negated, not destroyed. But negating a Crystal Wing effect is pretty huge too. So this actually is an insane card for the next upcoming format, and I hadn't heard a single person talk about stopping Crystal Wing with this card. So you might want to consider that in your playbook, or, you know, number of options. That this actually has a wide range against the entire format. And of course, Infernoids, the field wipes, everything that's going to be destroying monsters. It has a use for almost everything, but Infernoids have a pretty good way of dealing with your back row / forcing them, and then renewing their resources. So I don't know about Infernoids or being good against it, but protecting against Hammer Deck, not having to use your Drancia Pop, there's plenty of uses. But Crystal Wing, I felt, you know, pretty proud of myself for not having seen that anywhere and coming to my own conclusion on that. Another thing I've come to my own conclusion on, I always like to suggest investments. Fluffal Wings has no reprint. That's pretty interesting, and we're seeing it spike relatively fast. It's $1 for a common. Dollar commons aren't, you know, common. So to see $1 common rise from docks already, pretty interesting that it's Fluffal Wings, and the Fluffal engine is used in a lot of fun casual decks as well. By the way, I'm feeling way better, guys. Thank you for your get well wishes. But still a little under the weather. Fluffal Wings being $1 though. What do you guys think? It's actually more on eBay, and there's only 10 listings, low quantity. Perhaps a relatively easy buyout with, let's see here. We've got 21, 22, 23, 32, 33, 119. Never mind. And this guy is ready at the $4 price point with this under 19. Basically, he's ready, guys. He's holding the fort. He's holding the line. It's not gonna pass much to pass there. But I could see this card being $2. I could see it being a $2 common. You know, Fusion Enforcers are going to be coming out. So, what do you guys think about Fluffal Wings? Do you already have yours ready? Do you need to get them? Let me know in the comment section below. You know, this kind of suggestion, I would say trade for it or buy them. You know, $3 ain't much. Having that toy vendor I looked up has mini printings. You don't need to worry about it. But Fluffal Wings, if you don't have them, yeah, get them. Get them now. Max C, it's competitive season, and what does that mean? I looked, I think a week or two ago, and the lowest was about $11.25, and now the lowest Max C on market is $14.50. That's pretty interesting. $14 over here. Mini at 14 actually holding the line before it quickly rises as well. So a $3 jump is pretty sizable in a couple of weeks. The gold rare had been hovering, but we kept seeing sellers sell and undercut it. I'd been watching. Pretty interesting to see that the competitive season kind of affects cards that much. I don't see a reprint for this in the near future. We were supposed to get it common at one point in the structure, never happened. We keep seeing it, we saw it get limited, yet it still has this price point. So Yeah, another huge thing, competitive season ramping up even further. They announced Atlanta here, March 4th to 5th, between the UDS and the other YCSs. So if you live in Atlanta, good job. If you need to get your tickets, get them fast. It's, you know, a couple weeks after Seattle. Should be interesting to see if we get that after Seattle banlist to ramp up the new format, or if this will be just in the new format of Zodiac / our first Wind Witch introduction. So we'll get it earlier. We'll look at Wind Witches than we first thought. And finally, excuse me, I'm going to take a drink here, but the movie pack obelisk, I'm going to have some advice on this. We're going to see a huge influx in the market as the movie ends from perhaps managers having them, people getting handed extras. It's definitely going to see a huge flux in the market to where it's going to dip down. But I would start trading for these when they hit down to 5. I think they'll hit down to 5. If you actually type movie, the reason I have movie pack like this, it's if you type movie, you can start finding them already for a little cheaper even. But, you know, $8 is about the low. I think it'll start hitting down towards 5 as people, the masses start selling them. And people get a handful of a huge amount of them. Like, I know I saw a seller on Facebook had 100 something of them. I think it'll be good to trade for at 5. I don't think we'll actually see this art reprinted again for a very long time. I think they want it to be special and a one-time thing, and it's already high quantity. I've been wrong before, but I don't think we'll see this art again for a while. So I think it would be good to get now and hold on to for about a year once it hits $5. Not at the $8 price point. I could see this very much like Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. You know, it was 5 forever, and then it just became impossible to get. Then every version after it was kind of money. I could see this being very similar. It looks beautiful as a secret gold, in my personal opinion. I don't like necessarily a lot of looks of gold rares, but the secret golds look really nice, and this complements it. So what do you guys think? It's a pretty crazy 2 days in the market. Cosmic Cyclone ramping up in huge ways. You know, are you going to grab yours at 20? Do you already have yours? Are you somebody who already had a lot? Sage popping up as well. TCG Player, of course, going crazy on a lot of cards comparatively to eBay. But then cheaper on some. People, you know, getting ready. But My Body is a Shield, I'm actually surprised at how good it is. I wanted to be much clearer on its interactions, and it's much cheaper than yesterday, but I don't know about buying them anything above 15. I would try to get your set at like 30 probably, and I could even see it falling to 8. You know, like Shatterfoil Book of Eclipse was $8, so I could see this being an $8 price point eventually. Should be interesting to see where it lands. My personal call is 10 to 12, maybe 8. 8. You know, Book of Eclipse was so used in every deck, and it was only 8, and it was very hard to get out of Battle Pack 3, so I would, yeah, 8's probably a good call. And then Fluffal Wings, what do you guys got yours already? Are you gonna play Fluffals? Are you a fan? What do you think about this being a solid dollar? A solid dollar. It's very solid. You know, the sellers here are getting less than that, but it quickly rises actually, so and very few holding the line, very few playsets holding the line before it starts spiking up. It's been an interesting 2 days in the market, guys, and I didn't want to really do back-to-back market watches, but here we are. So let me know what you think. I'll get back to deck list tomorrow when I'm not coughing as much, though. Thanks for watching, guys.